Hi, anonymous dude. I haven't looked to see what you did last night, bud. I waited for you to tell me what was going to happen in the live when it was going to take place, but you didn't. And I can't be chasing you all over the place. So, I mean, I had other stuff I had to do, but I wanted to share something with you. Just because these are the types of people that you like.
Email guy and this anime chick and Ronnie. It's awful odd, that they want to call people dope heads and make speculations that Kylie was drinking that night. Like Ronnie was saying that Kylie was drunk that night. But that's just speculation at this point. There is no proof out there that she was even drinking. So how can you say that Ryan is crazy or Ryan is on drugs? So we could basically say the same thing about you all, right?
We could say the same thing about Dagbert, couldn't we? Like, this guy's a fucking third. But hey, anonymous, these are the kind of guys you like or people you like. Come on, Gainer. You want to see Gainer? Hey, Gainer, say hi to the priest, the AD anonymous priest. Anyways, I don't even know what I want to talk about, bud. Maybe I'll take a look at the one video that you made for me because, like, a lot of things you say, bud, don't make a whole lot of sense. They really don't. Like, you talk about, I say I'm worried about nuclear war. I'm really kind of not, but I kind of am because you never know if you're right or not, right? I mean, I know that you're always right, but I don't always know that I'm right because what I think is what I think. It may not be right. There may be a surprise ending that I'm not knowing about. So that's why I always search for the information. But hey, just in case you want to know, I seen like they made these videos for New York. Cause like you said it, bud. You guys have weapons that no one knows about. Hold my beer and we'll take care of this. Well, I don't know if you know this or not. I don't know. Like, I'm not the most educated person in the world, but what I've learned through my time in life is if there's a nuclear war, the only thing you can do is hold your family and kiss your ass goodbye. I don't know what special weapons you think that you guys or we have that is gonna prevent that. Like, you make no sense to me, bud. Like, none. Like, your government put out these videos for New York. In case of a nuclear war, this is what you should do. Making it sound like it's no big deal. Well, you're dead. We're all done. Maybe a few of the elites get to escape into their bunkers. But we're all done, bud. We're all done. Can you prove to me where I'm wrong? Like, I don't get what you even talk about. You talk about being holy and how you're down with Jesus Christ. Hey, bud, I don't know which Jesus Christ you're learning about. Are you getting your information from Kenneth Copeland or Joel Osteen? Like, I really want you to think about what those guys are going to deal with after they're gone. Do you think all the riches that they took on this earth are going to get them the pass to heaven because they taught about a pacifist Jesus? Or they said they talked to Jesus? Or whatever else they're doing? If you guys can't see that Kenneth Copeland might be an evil shithead who doesn't even want to be around the people that he's preaching to because he says they're demons and he has to fly on 3 different private jets. Like, in what world does someone need 3 private jets? I don't know, man. Let's I don't even know where to go with this conversation because you fucking lost me at fucking. Hold my beer. Let's take care of this because China don't have anything and Russia don't have anything and Iran don't have anything and all these countries that just fucking hate us don't have fucking weapons neither. And they don't have shit that we're not aware of. But are they aware of what we have? Hey, I can't remember the politician's name there, bud. You'll have to Google it. But he was like sleeping with a fucking Chinese spy. You think you do a background check before you start dating someone if you're a politician and you start fucking flapping your lips off about shit? But hey, that's okay. Hey, fourth UFO shot down. Oh, you gotta see this. This little fucking, woohoo! Yeah, I love this girl.
Some pillows behind here, because let me know how the sound is. I'm noticing where I'm at now, where I'm located, there's kind of like an echo.
She's like a spiritual guru. Her name's Ireland Clark, and she hangs out with a guy or dates a guy named Michael Della Rocha, or used to, because they were like twin flames and stuff like that. Look at this, 771 views. This is what worries about me, bud, because everybody thinks they fucking know everything. She's talking about the UFOs. What do you think? Think Project Bluebeam? You think she's Project Bluebeam going on, bud? Why don't you Google that? Because there's a lot of shit being shot out of the sky. But a Russian, Chinese balloon, we let her float around forever before we shoot her down. But we find UFOs, we don't try to communicate with us. They come from somewhere else, and they're not attacking our military. They're not taking any of us down. They're just a bunch of pussies that don't have any advanced technology, but they've made their way here. I want you to think about that. Think about it long and hard. Now, this is the thing. Man, I just take information that I get, and I try and come up with the best scenarios that I can come up with. Doesn't mean that I'm right, bud, but I want you to hear me out. There's this thing called the Galactic Federation of Aliens. Now, I know everybody talks about it on the spiritual side and stuff like that, and these people, think the bad guy's away, Bill Gates will go away. But do yourself a favor, bud. This is where I'm coming from. I might be being lied to. They might be lying. But there's this Canadian defense minister who came out talking about the Galactic Federation of Aliens and how they were here to keep an eye on us and see how we're progressing and how we're doing. They're not going to actually come down and show themselves to us unless there's a nuclear war. I believe he said that. Now, it's kind of weird because there's this other woman, and I don't know, Dolores Cannon. She's got some weird ideas, on how we go through this reincarnation cycle. I believe that Jesus' lost teachings had something to do with reincarnating and stuff like that. So maybe it is like a simulation, and we just kind of. But then the good ones. They don't have to come back to this shithole, but I think maybe some of us raised our hand for some stupid fucking reason and said, we'll go down and help the humans. What a shitty deal that's been for me, bud. If that's the case, remember, none of this might be real. None of it might not. So we got the defense minister, right? An old defense minister of Canada. I believe he's passed away now. Don't worry, I did my homework. I watched the video. I watched him talk. Then I went and Googled him, made sure it was the right guy. Okay? So then, in my little fucking spiritual awakening, these videos are on my phone. I didn't fucking take them from anybody else. Got some weird lights, weird fucking other shit. It's kind of weird. I've tried to have people look at them. It might be garbage. That high in the sky, and it's garbage. It's a plastic bag. There's a lot of garbage floating in the sky around me because I have many videos of it. But anyways, let me get back on topic. ADHD, bud. So then if you go and you watch, and this was actually on the news, there's this Israeli space military guy. And he talks about the Galactic Federation and how they have contacted Trump. Like, this is a real dude, right? Like, he's part of the Israeli military or space program. Like, if he's lying, we have the right to know. But nobody asks Trump if this is real or true. We just, like, what is wrong with our head? When people say shit like this, we should find out if it's lies right away. We should, but we don't. We don't question anything. You know why? Because we're brainwashed to think the way that you do, bud. But anyways, he says Trumper knows about the Galactic Federation. And you know that QAnon stuff. And I even watched a video where fucking Trump says he's a chosen one. Now I know I get a lot of flack for this. You know why? Like, I used to fucking hate Trump. Hate him. I did videos on him about this guy I worked for and how they were so much alike. But the thing is that I started actually looking into Trump. And I know he's not perfect. And I have lots of questions on him, especially about the... He still thinks that's cool. I don't. But what if? What if he is a chosen one? Because, like, Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton, do you think those people are good? Like, do you think Pizzagate's real? Do you think Pizzagate is real? Because I do. Honestly, I think there's a bunch of children out there being hurt and molested all the time. And no one seems to give a shit. And these people are evil. But hey, these are just my thoughts. I can be proven wrong. So what do you think? What do you think about the Galactic Federation? I think they're watching over us. I wish they'd just come down and show themselves, and that way everybody could just shit their pants. Like, this is the thing. Like, okay, bud. I really want to know your thoughts on the UFOs, though. Like, I want you to go, there's this guy. If you want, ask me. His channel's like MRB333 or something like that. I'll give you the links. He actually shows a transport truck carrying what looks like a UFO. It's all sorts of, like, are they trying to distract us? He's got a whole bunch of different, like, he does things on, like, lights in the sky and stuff like that. And you should really check him out. It's kind of cool stuff, but you decide whether you want to or not there, priest. Can you imagine if you're wrong and you're sitting there calling me a fucking demon? You're calling me a demon for trying to fucking help people and trying to think that I'm trying to save the world. I know you think the Upchurch thing is really fucking ridiculous, because so do I, bud. Do you think I want to be chasing around a fucking country rapper thinking he's a fucking chosen one? But here's the thing. Again, I'm willing to look ridiculous. Because guess what? Maybe he's not a chosen one. Maybe I'm just fucking not thinking right. But then again, I am thinking right because I know that what I know, I might not be true. But here's the deal. Maybe he sees that I'm trying to help people and he listens to me because I actually have fucking ways on if we came together as a people on how we could solve these problems and we could stop this Project Bluebeam shit and we could figure out what was going on in the world. But instead, like, we're all sitting there with our little fucking picket signs and January 6th, does that seem like it was a fucking big old setup or not? I don't know, bud. I don't know. But we're always trying to fight the head of the snake. Shouldn't be the case, man. We're not going to win that way. Like, they've got too much money and too much power. You know why? Because there's dipshits like you that aren't willing to do anything because you think they have all the power. So, hey, bud, let's come together. Let's come up with a plan. Let's come up with a plan to save the world. Let's find a weekend. Let's get all the creators together, bud. Why don't you go to PBR, get that fucking piece of shit, and get Dagburn and start doing something fucking good in their lives. Let's all get together and fucking fight with this. You know how we do that? We take their power away. We play with their rules. The FBI, the CIA, and the fucking Pentagon. The Pentagon. We should be going there and we don't even have to protest. We just line up with a bunch of questions and we have them investigate our questions. Cause how long does the fucking Hunter Biden laptop fucking information got to be out there, bud? You okay with that? You fucking really? Don't worry. My fucking country's just as fucking corrupt as yours. I'd love to know about the NDA that my fucking prime minister has, because I think, just my opinion, I don't know for sure not, but if you have an NDA with a young girl, probably means you're a fucking diddler and you shouldn't be fucking walking around on the fucking street, let alone fucking getting your fucking countrymen to take fucking medicine that probably ain't good for you. You know what? I took the fucking medicine, wasn't quite fucking smart. So, I go to my wife and I say, hey, man, I'm thinking the medicine we took wasn't good for our kids. Let's sit down. Let's look at all the information. Let's look at what Russell Brand gives us. Let's look at what Redacted gives us. Let's take a look at some of these alternative news places. Because guess what? If they say anything without facts to back it up, they're censored. And sometimes they're still censored with the facts. Like that Project Veritas thing, that video where they fucking get that guy, fucking gone. YouTube isn't working fucking against us. Facebook ain't working against us. And I don't know if you go on the TikTok or not. I call that there Sodom and Gomorrah. Your kids can open that up on their For You page. Because I ain't looking for it. There's women's crotches. They're pussies. Right on the fucking screen. Right in your fucking face. Dude, you have children. You have fucking children. Now, I don't like talking about other people's children. So let's make believe you have a son named Johnny. And he's fucking 8 years old. You're not giving the attention he deserves, priest, because you're too busy fucking making shithead videos on fucking YouTube. Let's just pretend. So he goes to school and the teacher starts paying attention to him or making him think that he needs to wear a dress or he's a little girl or whatever, right? She plants the little seed in Johnny's head. What you gonna do about it? Because apparently you don't need to know about it, and they can help your child transition and make them feel like they're special. You remember when you were a kid and you wanted attention and you would do shit that you shouldn't do, or you knew you didn't really believe just to get the attention? Do you think that shit's happening, bud? Huh? I love how you think I'm a fucking big old piece of shit. Because you take little snippets and bits because you hate fucking Ryan Upchurch so bad. Look at fucking Patty. Look at that fucking video she just made, dude. Come on, dude. That is a fucking psychopath. Because if she's not, Ryan is. You're right. One of them is a fucking psychopath. But let's take a look at Patty's video. I'm sorry, Katie Noel, for everything you fucking went through. You falsely accused my son of sexual assault. It was proved in court, but I'm fucking sorry that you could have ruined my son's fucking life, and I'm gonna tell you fucking sorry. What the fuck is wrong with that woman? Hey, Nicole Arbor, I don't really know what happened. Fuck. Patty, you better start erasing a whole bunch of fucking videos where you talk shit about Nicole Arbor. Like, it's fucking one way or the other, Patty, you stupid fucking cunt. Like, this is the thing. Like, fuck. I know you watch the videos. They're so fucking believable. Like, I almost fucking feel sorry for this woman, but she's caused this shit for herself. Like, there won't be court, Patty. There's no fucking court if there's no fucking evidence. He can't charge you if there's no fucking evidence. But apparently there's some paperwork that might lead you to being in trouble. What other great things did she say? Because Nicole Arbor, you should fucking check that sweetheart out. Like I keep saying this, how many fucking lawsuits has she tried to do? Like she even tried suing that what the fuck is his name? Redneck comedian. Like, fuck, I can't remember. I'll try and figure it out. In case you're interested, because I know you don't like to look anything up. You just like to fucking shoot your mouth off. And here I am trying to fucking save you, priest. Me, trying to make sure in case this is the end days. Look around the world, priest. Look around the world. You want to make fun of me? Go ahead. You can't hurt my feelings, bud. I got Jesus Christ. And I don't need you. I don't need anybody. It's apparent because for 3 fucking years, nobody has talked to me. I'd love to explain that story to you, bud. Would you like to hear it? We can do a live together. I'll show you exactly how humans act with one another. And what happens to somebody who tells the fucking truth? They'll drive you crazy, bud. They'll make you feel crazy. And they'll succeed. But here's the thing. I don't think I was going crazy, bud. I think it was because I was just as delusional as all of you. It's a little fucked up when your brain has to get fucking rewired. You go through a dark night of the soul, and let me tell you, she was fucking pretty dark and fucking pretty twisted for me, bud. But you don't want to hear about it. You want to poke fun and say, then you go on and say, I feel sorry for this guy. I don't really. But there you are fucking making the videos like, fuck, dude. Like I've said, I don't care if Ryan Upchurch is a fucking chosen one or not. I think he is. And if he's not, maybe he would think that I am. Or at least I'm willing to try and help the world. Maybe he would help me with the platform. And then maybe after that, I could get some more people to listen to me. And again, I ain't doing this for clout because I fucking hate doing this. I fucking hate it. I don't fucking really like people. I've been treated and stomped on, but I've forgiven them all. You know why? Because I fucking feel sorry for them. Because I know they're all a bunch of liars. And I know that their brains are twisted. Like, how can you not listen to somebody who says, hey man, why don't we sit down and take a look at what might be happening to the children? At least fucking listen to me. Well, I know this is going on. Well, why won't you fucking do anything about it? Well, because I can't. So you want to fucking judge me because I think I can? AD. Wake the fuck up, brother. You want to talk like you're so fucking godly? Wake the fuck up. Start acting godly. Because I think that's the only way you go with God. I'm not saying you have to fucking go around and say fucking thinking you're God. Because there's so many fucking people out there on the fucking TikTok and the YouTube saying they're fucking God or Archangel Michael. Like this Michael Della Rocha guy. Fucking look into him. You want to know my experience with fucking Michael Della Rocha? See, here's the deal. I was spinning in my head, and because none of my friends and none of fucking anybody, not my family, not my wife, nobody would actually hear my story. Didn't want to fucking hear it. Just wanted to judge me based on what they saw on fucking social media. Even though I called them, tried to tell, hey, let's talk about this. Let's change my opinion. I can't fucking change my opinion or do anything unless I have someone to fucking talk to and figure it out with. So I tried reaching out to outside people like this Michael Della Rocha guy. So I finally got his email. And because I didn't know it, I didn't know how much spirituality cost. He said he does phone calls for donations. So I said, no problem, bud. You let me know what time and whatever. I'll fucking send you a PayPal for $50. American. That's like $100 Canadian, man. Like, I thought it was donation, so ghosted me. So I was like, that's weird. So like I joined his Patreon just so I could get a feel for what he was going through. And then one day I'd finally had enough, and I was like, and I wasn't a dick. I was straightforward the way I am. And I was like, children are being hurt, because I got on a Zoom call and he brushed me off and got me off there as fast as he could. I wasn't saying anything crazy. I was saying, well, we all gotta, like, and then he starts calling me a demon and all this other shit because I start calling them out. I'm like, hey, bud, if you're Archangel Michael and you know that our children are being hurt and you're telling people just to fucking focus on themselves and fucking ride the wave into the fucking new earth or fucking tunnel or portal or fucking all this other shit, you might be a fucking liar. You might not be who you say you are. Let's talk about it. No, I'm a fucking demon. He did like 3 complete shows on me without saying my name or anything, without me being able to back myself up. Now that's 100,000 subs. That would make a person fucking feel pretty bad to think that fucking 100,000 people are thinking they're demonic. I mean, they don't know who I am, but he knows that I know, and he's doing his little narcissistic fucking gaslighting on me, and I'm the demon. Here's the deal. I feel so sorry for that fucking guy, because I know he's fake as fuck, and he talks about God and Jesus just like you all fucking do. Not much, because it's mostly about him. He's a lot like Patty. He fucking talks about narcissism and narcissists and all that. But I have the receipts. I have all the emails that we ever had, the shows he did on me. So once I get a platform, motherfucker's going down because I have the receipts. See, this is what I think. I think I'm like Upchurch. I think we pick up on shit. Like everything these days is all recorded. Like I said, I've recorded shit on my end. And the shit that they have recorded on their end, if I could get my hands on it, ooh, baby, all the better. But, AD, please let me know where I'm a piece of shit. I know I go off, and I went off about a whole bunch of different shit, but that's the way my brain works. I'm kind of like Kanye that way. Just ideas coming from everywhere. Because I'm always trying to figure out how to save people. And I'm always trying to figure out how to become a better person. Because, bud, I definitely ain't perfect. But if I become 1% better every day, I'm working towards it. But people like you want to shut people like me up and make fun of us and put us down and call us demonic. Because we care about your children. And we're willing to put our lives and put our balls on the line for your children. And you're not. Now, I'm quite sure, I'm not saying you're a bad daddy. I'm not saying that, because I'm quite sure if someone went after your kids, like in the physical sense or something like that, I'm quite sure you're a badass and you'd fucking go after them. But you might want to start seeing other things before it's too late. Because right now, in Canada, we have health care. Now, they're threatening to take it away from us, but they're going to give it to us with the digital ID package. WEF, bud. I suggest you start watching their videos, because if you don't think that Biden's in bed with them, I think you're wrong, bud. I think you're very wrong. And I want you to show me where I'm wrong, because I don't like thinking like this. I don't like thinking that our world leaders are a bunch of fucking shitheads. Like the big old Zelensky. I told my psychiatrist, I said, hey, could you do me a favor? Could you look into Zelensky? Well, Carl, there's no way he's like that. He's a Jew. Hitler was a Jew. Like, who runs Hollywood? Who runs Hollywood? Who runs the music industry? Huh? Have you noticed any satanic shit going on there? I mean, like, it seems like all of it now. Like, this is the thing. Is it going to hurt your feelings to find out that your idols, your sports heroes, some of them, your actors, your favorite actor, like John Cena. Woo! He looks good in a skirt, don't he? Ooh, that's sexy boy. That's fucking weird shit, man. But hey, to each their own. It's free will. You do whatever you want. But I don't know. He always tried to come off like a manly man. And what do you think about The Rock? Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Huh? Do you think maybe the more elite they are, the more they have to give it up? Huh? Price for fame, eh? But hey. You let me know. You do all the videos you want. I was really hoping to get on the live with you last night, but unfortunately, I wasn't feeling well, to be totally honest. I've had a rough weekend. I almost lost my dog. My gate fell down. They ran away. I found them on the opposite side of town. Luckily. But hey, why don't you go get PBR and you guys start doing your Magnum PI on me. Now, you guys can take my videos and you can do whatever you want to them. I ain't the strike king. I ain't striking anybody. Because here's the difference between me and everybody else. If you're a dipshit, I want to see that you're a dipshit. You talk about whatever you want. Because I want to know who you are. Because I got the goods on a lot of yous. And I know you think that that's funny and you'll never fucking say anything because you would never want to admit fault or think that you've been brainwashed or manipulated. But hey, I can admit I was at one point in time, but not no more. I went crazy to get rid of it. But am I crazy now? That's why I'm calling on you, priest. I need a priest. You know why? Because I don't know what's real. See, here's the deal. I think some of the Bible's real. Because I think, I have my reasons for that. But I think some of it's fake. And I know it's hard for a lot of people to accept that. But the men who killed Jesus have had control of that fucking Bible forever. King James, that was his version of what he wanted the Bible to be. And just like all the other versions, You don't think it's possible that they could have changed some words or made up their own stuff or no? They only killed Jesus, right? I mean, look at what's going on around the world. Christians are being persecuted all over the place. Like the FBI is looking at Christians now. Like, what's going on? To me, I love Jesus Christ, and I believe wholeheartedly in Jesus Christ. But I also know that if we could actually find out our history and that there was no Jesus Christ, I would have to accept that. That doesn't mean that I still don't respect the character in that book, because I love that character. He was a gangster, not a pussy. And you all think he was a pussy. So maybe we all have a different interpretation. So you let me know where I'm wrong, bud. Because you're the man with God, right? Let's do a live. Let's do a live, priest boy. Anonymous guy. Let's do her. Come on. We gotta do, I can't do her at night, bud. We gotta do her so like at a decent time. Okay? And unfortunately, we're going to have to do it on your channel because my computer's broke down. I got to get it fixed, or I got to get another one because I don't think I can go live on my phone. But if you let me know how, because I'm a little technically challenged. Like, so, hey, see ya, bud. Let's do her.